Dan Willis here, and we're talking about how to build credit and specifically removing credit report errors, dings, and blemishes. Now, let's talk about how to remove these items from your credit reports. After all, for many Americans, these errors, dings, and negative items is the cause of a low credit score. To do this, we'll need to deploy more of your consumer rights, this time those granted by the Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA. This federal legislation enables you to challenge and dispute any item on your credit reports so long as you believe it's inaccurate, questionable, or made in error. There's three ways of disputing credit report items: online, over the phone, and by mail. Once the credit bureaus get your dispute, they first get to deem it valid or frivolous. Only on valid disputes are they required to investigate. And this is another conversation for another time and place, so for more, we're going to include a link in the description below over to an article at our website. We also have a free report available over there for you, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. Once the credit bureaus get your dispute and deem it valid, they're required to investigate the item. They call it a reinvestigation, nevertheless, during which they'll contact the lender reporting the account information and ask them to verify the account. If the lender verifies the account, it will remain on your credit report and could potentially be updated with accurate information. If the lender does not verify your account, which is a surprisingly common outcome, then the credit bureaus are required to remove the negative item from your credit reports. The Fair Credit Reporting Act is very clear about this. Every item on your credit report must be verifiable. If not, then it must be removed. This is how to legally clear credit report dings, errors, and negative items, and without just waiting 7 long, embarrassing, and expensive years. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit report consultation by calling toll-free 1-844-517-7627. Sounds easy enough, right? Au contraire, mon frere, as the 60 Minutes investigation pointed out and that we've discussed here in an earlier video, points out the big challenge is getting the credit bureaus to find your dispute valid and subsequently conduct an investigation. Frequently, you'll receive correspondence requesting additional information. This is what happened to an Oregon lady named Julie Miller. She woke up one day to discover 38 bogus collection accounts were being mistakenly reported on her Equifax credit report. An obvious mistake, as these accounts had the wrong name, wrong social security number, etc. It's what the industry calls a mixed credit file. Miss Julie did exactly what the Fair Credit Reporting Act says to do and filed her Equifax dispute. Consistently, Equifax responded by asking her for more information. She complied and provided copies of her W-2s, pay stubs, driver's license, hair samples, DNA, and her firstborn child. And yes, that's a small exaggeration. Yet for the next 2 years, Equifax continued to give her the runaround and refused to fix the most obvious of errors. Finally, Julie got fed up and sued Equifax, and she won. A federal jury awarded her $18.6 million, which was later reduced on appeal to $1.82 million. Hopefully, your circumstances aren't as dire as Julie's, and we don't share this to discourage you. Instead, in the spirit of the wisest books from the Bible to the Art of War, and even the band Rage Against the Machine admonishes us, know your enemy. The credit bureaus are not your friend. They've built a $4 billion a year industry collecting information about you and me and selling that to our potential lenders and creditors. only in recent years have the credit bureaus even offered products directly to consumers. If the credit bureaus respond to your dispute by requesting additional information, comply. But understand this is likely nothing more than a stall tactic with the hope you'll just give up and go away. And most people do. It's a key to success to remain persistent and be cognizant of the fact that every alphabet soup law has been passed to protect you, the consumer. The good news is many people can work within the system and get rid of bad credit, as every year millions of items are successfully removed from consumers' credit reports. In fact, in 2017 alone, over 10 million items were removed from consumers' credit reports. On a side, if the item you want to dispute and challenge is on all 3 of your credit reports, you'll need to file 3 separate credit disputes. In other words, you'll need to dispute TransUnion to potentially clear your TransUnion credit report, along with filing an Experian dispute to potentially clear your Experian credit report, and likewise with Equifax. The credit bureaus are independent businesses, separate entities, as in they don't communicate with one another, and there have been amendments made over the years to the Fair Credit Reporting Act. For instance, today you can dispute a data furnisher directly, thus bypassing the credit bureaus entirely. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit report consultation by calling toll-free 1-844-517-7627. Again, that's for a free credit report consultation, and the toll-free phone number is 1-844-517-7627. This is Dan Willis. We're going to include a link in the description below over to an article at our website for the full story. We also have a free report available over there for you, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. And of course, subscribe and join our congregation, because coming up next, we're going to be talking about how to deal with debt collectors. So subscribe and join our congregation. Have a fantastic day, and looking forward to talking to you again here soon.